Beat up at Chelsea. Welcome, Trea Landon. Welcome to Denver, man.
Thank you. Sorry, that caught me off guard.
Have a great show. We'll be out of here.
What caught you off? Oh, that we just started
I think
abruptly?
I just started cold, hey, we're ready to go.
Okay.
I thought it was him talking, and I was like, what?
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Well, we got the elephant in the room out of the way. There is a giant man standing to your right in a Broncos t-shirt, so it's all good. Welcome to Denver. Welcome to 106.7 The Bull.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Is this your first time in Denver?
I've caught an airplane
That doesn't
here
count.
before.
Doesn't count.
It counts.
yes.
Beat up. Let him
No,
talk.
if you're in the airport, it doesn't count. It's like saying, hey,
No.
I've been to Atlanta, but I've only rode the subway on the airport.
No.
You know?
I missed a flight in Vail one time on vacation, and I
Okay.
had to drive to Denver from Vail just to go on a plane.
So you have been here before.
Yeah, I went to Outback here.
Can I
actually.
retract?
Out of all the places that you could have gone, you went down.
That's
great,
my
great
my
local
spot.
restaurant.
It's my spot. Yeah.
Retract my statement about you having never been here before. That counts. It's
Okay.
being here.
Okay.
Yeah, it counts.
Okay.
It does.
Yeah, I like the horse. That's pretty freaky up there.
Oh,
with
the
red
Lucifer.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's an urban legend about, if you go through the airport, there's all sorts of conspiracy theories. One of them is that the horse actually killed the guy that made it.
I know
I
that.
don't think
Well,
that's a conspiracy. I think that is real life.
I mean, it could still be a conspiracy that happens to be true. So there is that. Not all conspiracies are made up, Chelsea.
I kind of believe it.
I do too.
I
I
kinda
don't
believe
think
it.
it's untrue at all.
This
Yeah.
poor guy is like, can I leave now? This has been very entertaining.
We were talking about this on the way here in the car.
There's like a temporal portal to another dimension or something in the airport. It's all sorts of crazy things.
All right, let's talk about you. How long have you been in the country music industry?
I've been in Nashville and the industry for 4 years.
So you kind of have a crazy story. I read that you got to Nashville and 4 weeks later something happened,
Yeah, I got a publishing deal.
which doesn't
crazy.
happen, right?
Does not happen.
So how did that tell us that story?
I had a buddy that had a mutual friend, and he happened to be brothers with Dallas Davidson, who's a huge hit songwriter. And it just worked out. He came to a show of mine one night and liked my stuff, and we hung out and we liked each other, and he introduced me to his brother, and he offered me a publishing deal.
Yeah, that truly you hear that sometimes there's artists there for 5-10 years before things like that happen.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're so grateful and you don't take any of it for
Oh
granted.
no, for sure. The stars aligned.
Yeah,
And-
What,
it just worked
yeah.
out.
What cuts have you had from other artists that people might know?
I don't have anything that's out right now. I got a couple on a guy named Craig Campbell and one recently actually on Lee Bryce.
Nice.
But when I got my record deal with Warner, they kind of froze my catalog. Oh, dang, I didn't see that. And they weren't allowing really any of my songs to go out until we finished up my record and figured out, what was going to be on my record and what wasn't. So, unfortunately, the only songs I've had cut by anybody were people that I wrote them with. So I wrote the songs with Lee, and I wrote the songs with Craig that they recorded. And the reason they can record them is because it's just as much their song as it is mine. So they're able to just go record it if they want to.
So what are your goals? What do you want to do when you're in Nashville? Do you want to be a songwriter? Do you want to be an artist? What do you hope to do?
I want to live on a farm like I grew up on,
Okay.
with lots of land and fish every day,
Okay.
and ride my 4-wheeler and drink beer. That's
So
what
this
I want
is all a means to an end,
The
then.
fastest that I can do all that, the better, for sure.
Right.
And but I will say that I am super blessed and thankful to be able to sing and write what I love doing and what I really do in my everyday life. So that's a good thing.
How long? Okay, it's only because he's sitting in the other room and he's literally a legend in the record world. How long have you been out with Mark Niederhauser on this run?
This is the first day I've been with Mark this week because it's Monday, obviously. But last week was my first run with Mark.
Do you have a favorite Mark Niederhauser "This Happened Back in the Day" when story yet? Because he's got a lot of them.
I don't have any yet. I haven't. He's a hard egg to crack, honestly. He's kind of like he don't open up too much in the beginning. I was only with him 2 days last week. And,
We'll feed him wine at dinner tonight, and then we'll get some good stories.
Yeah,
out
he
of
said
Mark.
he was going to be drinking with us, so we'll see
All
if that happens. I don't know.
Not to change the subject, but you're making out with a microphone. Do you realize that? Can you guys see that his mouth is on?
I'm not.
I can hear it.
because I get
Why
yelled
do you
at.
do that?
Because I get yelled at from Chad for being too far away from it, and then I get too close. I'm making
Do you
out
need
with
to
it, and you're
lick
mad
it,
at me.
though? Do you need
No,
to-
I'm not licking it. I'm just very close to it. You guys want to hear some music? It's probably good. We're gonna pivot
Wait,
to.
wait, wait. I have one more question.
Okay.
So
I'm
sure
going to leave the room now.
I'm sure you go
finish
to
your-
a lot of shows and stuff. Who is someone that you have just been blown away by seeing live and you kind of look up to? And
Luke Bryan.
really, okay,
Absolutely.
Why? Tell us why. Because he
Absolutely.
dances in those tight little jeans.
He's just the man. He
Yeah.
is the man. He is what I aspire to be as an entertainer. I mean, he's just a good dude. I mean, I don't know, everything about him. I know that's probably sounds weird. And maybe borderline obsessive, but I don't know. His songs related to me so much. I mean, especially that first record with like We Rode in Trucks and stuff like that, and Do I and all those older stuff songs. Those related so much to me when country music kind of, because I grew up playing baseball and that was my dream and my passion. That's what I wanted to do, and kind of the turning point in my teenage years of wanting to kind of put that aside and do music. What got me to thinking that was those Luke Bryan songs. I mean, it just related to me so much, and to watch him as an artist become what he is just phenomenal. It's so cool.
I got a challenge for you, a song that you should write tonight. It's a song about the 5'1" blonde girl drinking coffee that's a bully.
Or the guy that's licking and making out with the microphone. On that note, we should go.
We can name it Chelsea.
Trea Landon here.